I'm scared to death.
I am too. Have you ever done this?
No, I'm scared to death.
Wait, can we start
You guys
something
okay?
easy?
We're scared.
You're scared.
Johnny Depp. Sweeney Todd.
All right.
Welcome to Moviefone's Unscripted. I'm Tim Burton, here with Johnny Depp, and we're here to talk about our film Sweeney Todd and take questions from you all. This is from Helen, Middlesbrough, England. What's the strangest thing that I have ever asked you to do for a movie?
Wow.
I think I can answer that one.
How much time do you have, Helen? Because this is a very long list here. There was a morning that I arrived on set of Sleepy Hollow, and Tim showed me the. He called me to set, and said this is what we're going to be doing for the next few days, and there were two very large horses, and there was a part of a carriage sort of left strapped attached to the horses, and I was going to be holding on to that. Being dragged through the muck and other stuff for the next 2 days.
And the horse had some bad gastro problems as well, which probably didn't help very much.
I think those horses were fond of curry.
I could still smell them.
This is Linda from Fetus Mo. How did you two first meet, and what was your first impression of Johnny? I didn't know you did an impression of me.
Yeah. Funny enough, remember we met in that coffee shop in Fetus.
Yeah.
We both happened to be passing through Fetus.
We had just left Trotter's Bottom.
Yeah. It was on Edward Scissorhands. I didn't know Johnny, and I just, I don't even think I didn't really know you from that show or anything. We just met, and I think from the moment I met Johnny, it was like completely right for the part, and just we've done several things since, and it just was one of those rare experiences where you just meet somebody, and you connect with them, as a person and as an artist, and it was pretty much immediate. Johnny, what was your process for becoming Sweeney Todd, and where did you get your inspiration from?
I suppose it was very different than most movies, than most characters, because the character actually kind of came out of the singing, out of the words, Sondheim's words, his melodies, his kind of the emotion that the arrangements kind of evoke. So yeah, that's sort of where I heard him before I saw him, I guess. But also, like we'd talked about early on, these great old silent film stars like Lon Chaney, and then on into the next generation of actors like Peter Lorre and Boris Karloff.
Yeah, we've been talking about that for a long time. Those kind of actors.
Exactly. Yeah.
It was fun. It's the first time I had the opportunity to do that. I've read that sometimes you like to keep souvenirs from your movie projects. Did you keep anything from the set?
I can't talk about it.
Yeah. Did you steal anything from the set, Johnny?
No. I took nothing. No, I did. I think there were a couple. I had a set of the razors. I think they sent me. I think you got a set of the razors as well. I think they made a couple sets.
Yes.
And bits and bobs, which I always kind of do for. After a movie, I think it's good to, take that stuff and put it away for the kiddies can, when they're all grown up, they can sort of check it out someday.
Is it true that I heard you kept a couple of cast members?
Yeah, Deep Roy. Deep Roy is, it lives in my...
Yeah, in your basement.
He lives in the basement. Which of you has the harder job, the actor or the director? Well, that's a good question. Would you ever consider trading places with Johnny on a future project? That's a great question.
Well, from my point of view, I think he's got the harder job. I mean, for me, I always enjoy watching Johnny do his thing. I particularly like Sweeney Todd, though. I did enjoy that character. But, seeing you do that and singing something you never done before, that was, I thought, in a very difficult musical. I mean, I think that was, really difficult job. I mean, you make it look kind of effortless, but believe me, singing and doing all of that and, having to dress up in those weird get-ups and all.
In women's clothing.
In women's clothing or whatever you're wearing, strapped in leather head to toe, with scissors on your hand or whatever, you're doing. It's, it's very amazing. And no, I don't think I would, I'm not an actor, really. I don't think I could do it.
See, I think your job is infinitely harder than mine. I mean, I just go in and basically, the actor, to try to do something, give the director
that
options.
Is true. I do have to watch the movies a lot more than you do.
You have to watch
you're right.
it.
That is more painful. Yeah. If you had a chance to turn any of your movies into reality and meet those characters, which film would it be and why?
And meet those characters. Wow. I don't think it wouldn't be Willy Wonka. I don't want to meet him.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I agree with you there.
Yeah. And Sweeney, I think might be a little complicated also.
Yeah, I think they're all best left on the screen.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, but it's best that they just stay in the movie. Yes.
Do you remember any of your earliest drawings? What inspires you to draw the way you do?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think most kids like, to draw. So I think, everybody, I recall not being any different than anybody else that way. I think the thing is that some people just continue doing it. Yeah. And I think I just did, I didn't really care if I was even any good. It was just kind of fun to do.
Yeah, I remember, Edward came out, he came right out of your youth. I mean,
I just was doing little sketches, or whether it was that or the Jack Skellington character. Just those kind of things you don't even think about. You just draw, And like I said, I remember thumbing through that sketchbook and seeing like a sketch of Sweeney Todd, and then and then of course it was just. For me, it was just completely you, and that's from a while back. Oh,
room service.
The pizza's arrived. What is the best thing a fan has ever said to you, and what's the craziest?
Oh, I don't know. There've been some pretty odd ones. I mean, I haven't gotten I haven't gotten this sort of that weird, what's the frequency kind of thing.
Yeah.
But there have been some pretty obtuse ones. I guess the weirdest one, the one that is most fascinating to me, is you'll be somewhere and someone, will come up and say, ask you if you're you. Are you you? Are you John? Are you Johnny Depp? And then you say, yeah. And then they go, no, you're not. And you just find yourself in a position where. Exactly. So you say okay, and then they say, "But you are," So there's this kind of odd back and forth. That it's like a.
Did somebody ask you once from another country? Do you believe in what was that?
I was asked if I believed in goats. Goats. That was a journalist.
And do you believe in goats?
I do believe in goats. More and more.
Yeah, good.
I believe in goats.
I like that. Did you always want to be an actor? And if not, what was your childhood dream?
I never wanted to be an actor, really. I'm still not sure I want to be an actor. I was a musician more than anything, so I guess that was my real childhood dream. From the age of about 12, I just wanted to play music. I just wanted to play the guitar, in bands and stuff. Before that, I had pretty normal childhood dreams. I wanted to be Evel Knievel for a minute or two.
Well, now that he's dead, maybe you
I
can
feel that. Yeah.
I'll get you a white jumpsuit
I wanted to be one of the Harlem Globetrotters.
curly.
I wanted to be
Meadowlark lemon.
I wanted to be geese. Was it goose or geese?
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you could always play it in a movie,
There's still time.
One of the Harlem.
We could do the Harlem Globetrotters.
Play all of them.
I'm gonna as Abe Vigoda. We're done.
Thank you, Johnny, and Moviefone, and for you watching and sending in your questions. Please join us again next week when our guests will be Harlem Globetrotters and
Abe Vigoda.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, but you gotta say that.
You are very good at this. You are very good at this.
That's hard.
Ha cha 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 cha.